Hi, good morning. I'm Heather Hundhausen, and I'm here to talk to you today about why you go crazy when he doesn't call you back, ladies. So, do you ever feel like there are a bunch of voices happening in your head at the same time, all telling you different things and all telling you what to do? Does it ever get overwhelming with all those voices inside of your head? Self-awareness is when we wake up and we realize that there is more to us than just this human being floating through life. We realize that there's programming that's happening inside of us. There's our hindbrain. There's a part of us that's trying to protect us and keep us safe. There's our goddess and our divine self. There's our mother's voice, our father's voice. There's all these voices that are inside of our head. And which parts are making you happy? Are you aware of which parts are making you happy? Are you aware of which voices that you're listening to? Many of us were programmed by our parents and our teachers and our religions to think one thing that's actually very different from our true, beautifully authentic selves. And so today I want you to think about this when you're going on a date. So you go on a date and you have a great time and you get home and the guy doesn't call you back. And you're wondering, well, why didn't he call me back? Why isn't he texting me? Is he not interested in me? Maybe I'm not pretty enough. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I didn't say the right thing. Maybe I should have said something else. Oh, maybe he isn't meeting all my criteria for the perfect man. You'll either blame yourself or you'll blame him, and your mind will go absolutely crazy. So in psychotherapy, there's this theory called acceptance and commitment theory. And in this theory is this idea that you're a bus. I don't mean that offensively, but the idea that you're the bus driver and all of these different characters are on the bus with you. So you may have your mother right behind you, or maybe you have your inner teenager who's in revenge with you and she's in rebellion and she's yelling at you and she's telling you what to do. And maybe she's saying, you should drive 80 miles an hour and make a very sharp right turn, which really translates into, hey, I should date this guy who's abusive and possibly an alcoholic and probably a narcissist so that I can have a lot of fun and excitement. Or maybe you're hearing your mother right behind you saying, honey, you should slow down, you should go 20 miles an hour, you should really play it safe. Maybe the guy that you're dating actually meets your mother's checklist. So who's driving your bus? Who's in charge of your bus? I want you to think about that. So I was working with a client recently on her relationships and her attracting the perfect man for her. And we had this amazing, profound session where she realized that her checklist of the perfect man is actually not her checklist. It was actually her mom's checklist, her dad's checklist, her religion's checklist. So whose voice are you listening to? I want you to leave it in the comments below. And if it's too personal to leave it in the comments below, I totally understand that. But I really want to hear from you. So make sure that you reach out to me and tell me who's driving your bus, who's in charge, and how often is that person in charge, and what are you going to do to shift it? What are you going to do to change it? So reach out to me. I really, really want to hear from you. And let's see what we can do together to get you in charge of your own bus. Thanks for listening.